Hello and welcome to Bradley Space, and in this video I'm in the middle of a field and I'm reviewing this £50 action camera.
And my name is Earl.
Let's talk about the actual camera itself. This is the BO Power and it can shoot all the way up to 4K at 30 frames per second. You're going to get 60 at 1080p and all the way up to 120 at 720p. It packs a pretty good performance for £50, but what else do you get for all that money?
So, the case that the camera comes with has extensive amount of accessories in there.
So I was going to show you every accessory that comes in the case itself, but I'd have been here for a good 20 minutes. It comes with that many accessories, it would just taken me too long. This is the actual camera itself and it looks really good. Got some nice pretty B-roll, and this is it outside of its waterproof case. This is the waterproof case it goes in, on top of the little accessory pack you're going to get. It comes with a lot, and here's an example of it on a bike using one of the bike mounts that it comes with in the case. So the next thing we wanted to do was put the camera through its paces properly with a few different tests. First one is we got a bike and we tested at loads of different speeds, slowed down footage, sped up footage to see what it would look like at speeds and slower speeds and what it would look like on different terrains. We just proper hammered it on the bike and I'm really happy with how everything came out. The footage looks great, it's clear, you can see what's going on and it doesn't really lose any quality. This is it on the bike, it mounts in a really weird position but it seemed fine, so I went with it. The next thing is we tested it underwater to see how it would work, and if it would work underwater. It suggests that it's waterproof, but I really wanted to see, so we put it underwater at 1080p 60 frames per second and wanted to see if we could see objects underwater and if we could see on the opposite side of water for people doing diving and stuff like that, and it really worked really well. So you can see the objects in the bath itself, the little stones here, and then we flipped it around to see if we could see ourselves, and yes you can, you get the privilege of seeing our two ugly mugs on the other side. So a feature you might not expect for £50 is an app that you can use as a remote, and it does have one. It looks really good and it works well. It's a bit at times, but you can save footage directly to your phone and you can use it as a remote, and I really like it, and it's really easy. So in that series of video clips that you've just seen, we've been looking at this, the BO Power, I don't know, I'm calling it the BoPro. From now on, whenever this is mentioned on the channel, it will be called the BoPro, okay? Sorted. Now let's get into the summary of the camera itself. Well, I actually really do like this camera. For £50, there's no major faults. The only fault will be the ease of use, but it does come with manuals and stuff in the case, so as long as you have a read of them, you'll probably find it alright to use after a while. But the quality of the camera is amazing. The app works surprisingly well for a cheap camera. I mean, there's a few faults on it, like not actually knowing what camera you're using, but you can record and you can see yourself and you can do everything you want. You can change the quality and stuff like that. So for the price of £50, you're getting a pretty decent app as well. And I mean, one thing that people have said when I've shown them some of the footage of the camera is that they're really surprised by the quality, and I'm not going to argue. I didn't have the chance to show 4K because you need a really fast micro SD card, which I don't have, but I'll do that in a later video. But the 1080p, it's 60 frames per second, and the 720 at 120 frames per second is amazing. And I really do recommend this camera for anyone that can't afford the dearer GoPros or the Y1 or whatever, the Young Innovators ones from that Chinese Xiaomi or whatever. I recommend this. It's a really good quality camera for 50 quid, and if you're trying to deliberately break it, like in some of the clips we was, then I really do recommend it. 250 quid to break a camera on a GoPro is really dear, and I mean, unless you're doing proper video stuff, then this is going to work just fine for anything you need. So I really do recommend the BoPro to anyone that wants a cheap action camera, and I might do a follow-up in a few weeks just to see if anything's changed or my opinions on this have changed. But thank you for watching. I've been Bradley, this has been Bradley Space. Tune in next time for I don't know what, and ignore that horn thing. Now before I go, don't forget to check out my friend Earl's channel and hit subscribe, because on his channel he's got the bloopers to the video, so don't forget to go over, hit subscribe and watch those videos.